Let's talk a little bit about the Bucks and their current situations. They entered their 4-game losing streak with a huge win over the Celtics at home to secure a playoff spot, but they may have lost their franchise player for the near future. So in the third quarter, Giannis fell to the ground after a non-contact injury, left the game limping. With what was reported as a calf strain, some thought it might have been the Achilles initially, but the Bucks said it was a calf strain. Limped to the locker room. Shout out to Nassus. The Nassus is a good-ass brother. No?
Wait, that was him behind you?
Yeah. Hey, Giannis is nowhere without his bodyguard.
He without his bodyguard.
He don't go nowhere without the bodyguard.
Let's go. The game is over. Okay.
His game is over. Giannis ain't out there. I ain't out there.
I ain't out there.
Hey, we good, coach. No, yeah, our calf not feeling, man.
Our calf
not feeling. So Giannis underwent an MRI on Wednesday, which showed he avoided damage to his Achilles and expected to miss at least 1 to 2 weeks with the calf strain, with the soleus or whatever that, I don't know, it's a part of the calf. I'm not no doctor.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
But they're saying it's a grade 1. That usually is a
Done.
1 to 2 week recovery time. Playoffs obviously starting in about 10 days. So how worried should the Bucks be about Giannis' calf injury with the playoffs less than 2 weeks away?
On a scale from 1 to 10, they need to be on 10.
1,000.
10.
What leg was that?
That was that left one.
That's the left one? Done.
Yeah.
Let it go.
He don't need to rush back at all. We saw what happened when KD tried to rush back from that quote-unquote calf injury he had.
Yep.
So we should...
You don't play around with your Achilles.
Nowhere near anything around there.
No.
Giannis, though, obviously superhuman.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Different build than KD. I'm just being real. But it should be noted KD dealt with a similar situation during the 2019 playoffs. He missed 4 weeks with the calf strain, tried to come back in the finals. We all remember the video of him dancing in the tunnel before the game and then proceeding to.
And, I mean, the only thing that saved Kevin Durant's career is because it was his right. It wasn't his jumping leg. So, same thing with John Wall. It wasn't his jumping leg. It was the opposite. So, with this being his actual jumping leg, he actually needs to be careful with this.
Very careful.
Yeah.
So you think, that's the kind of concern. Obviously, playoffs right around the corner. Bucks have been struggling this season.
Man, these are the basketball gods, man. Sometimes you got to, listen to the signs. This was how many inches away from being an Achilles?
It's right
Which
above
means it's right there. It's knocking on the door, right? Yeah. So you don't want to sit there and come back and then the next time this happens, it will be the Achilles, right? So you're going to be out for 2 weeks.
1 to 2 weeks is
3 or 4.
2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
and then you got to try to ramp it up
in the playoff time.
And
you'll ramp it up.
He should miss round 1 for sure.
Let me see.
If it's Miami, then they might.
And in an interesting turn of events, that could end up being the Heat, could end up being the Sixers.
Limped into last year's playoff.
Could end up being the Pacers, just depending how things shake out with these last couple
of games. If I'm them,
where are they at right now?
They're second.
They're second.
If I'm second, I'm trying to get the hell out of the way. And look, how many games they got left?
So Bucks have 3 games, 3 games left.
Shit, I'll lose all 3 of those. Let New York get that 2 spot. They can face Philly.
Let's pull up the East standings so we can get up.
Shit, they can face Philly.
Yeah.
So this is how it looks right now.
I'm not trying to. If you're Bucks in that first round, you are not trying to face the Philadelphia 76ers. Because you already know Doc going back home against Embiid, Embiid's busting they ass.
Oh, you got faith in Embiid now. I like it.
Look at you.
It ain't about, I never had no faith in him. I'm saying it's just dumb to come back. You almost see him, he almost ruined his career last night. Right? Going to save a ball, trying to put that weight in, almost hurt.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that in a second.
Okay, so, I'm not saying something that's just bizarre. All it takes, when you already injured, one more little thing and you're done.
Yeah.
So, but if I'm Milwaukee, I don't know if, I don't want to play fucking
Philly or Miami.
Yeah,
Miami got their number.
Yeah, I don't want to play neither of those teams
Indiana was 4-1 against them this season.
I don't really care about them in the playoffs. It's playoffs.
Indiana?
It's playoffs. You need star power in playoffs. Embiid to get all them free throws.
But I'm saying Pacers going against a Doc Rivers squad.
I mean, he don't adjust well, but
Dame can. Dame can outdo Hollenberg 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
He can outdo most of them dudes. He can't outdo though Embiid and Maxey though.
yeah,
By himself?
Not by himself, he can't. Not by
as I said, I'm gonna let New York go ahead and try to sneak into that second spot.
Yeah, he can't outdo Jimmy and Bam and Spo either.
Yeah, he can't.
Not by himself.
Do you feel like the Bucks, obviously going to go now heavily through Dame, rely on him with Dame, without Giannis, they can win.
They're gonna be all right because he did this in Portland. He did this in Portland.
This is in Portland with a better
roster.
Do you feel like this roster is good enough?
Yeah.
with a better roster.
They brought Pat Bev, made him a starter against the Celtics. He had 20 and 10 in that game, moved Malik Beasley to the bench, just letting you know. But I think with that,
Man, I don't know.
you rolling with the Dame Pat Bev backcourt.
Wait, Pat Bev started last night?
Yeah. Gave
I
your
mean,
Celtics.
playoff there. Man, it'll be some. Hey, people are starting in the playoffs. You'd be like, now people are starting in the playoffs. You would be like, wait, hold on, because it's all about matchups.
Hey, man, I rock with Pat Bev, but
It's all matchups.
he makes me laugh.
They need him though to take the pressure to guard the other point guards.
Yeah.
They don't want Dame
so
guarding the
Dame
other
can
point
go
guards.
do his thing. Yeah.
Dame has a tough time sometimes, guarding pick and rolls and stuff like that.
And this is a bad situation for Giannis.
It's unfortunate, man. It's, especially at this time.
I'm more on, if I had to pick the two, like if I had right now to say, all right, who should play and who should sit, I'd rather say Embiid play because you can control your body way more than Giannis can control his, right? Because did y'all see how he hurt it?
Just running.
Just running. Right, so now imagine if this was a Euro step or something explosive that was torn.
Yeah, Embiid can slow his game down.
Yeah, he can slow his game
the
down.
way his
Giannis
skill set is. Giannis's game is
Power.
full speed, locomotive, transition.
And he can't mess around with that.
You know what I'm saying? The post.
And have any of y'all ever had a calf strain before?
Not that low.
Yeah. That just,
I never had that low.
Hell no.
like I said, 1 to 2 weeks, and that's just,
No, I haven't.
knock on.
Yeah.
Grade 1 has a 1 to 2 week recovery time, and that's just a recovery time. Now trying to ramp back up. Obviously, Giannis
playoffs.
is well conditioned, but you getting thrown right in the fire.
Playoffs is a different
But the
level.
It seems like the same thing as last season where you missed a couple games.
You're going to have sleeves. You're going to have all kind of stuff on it. You're going to be trying to massage it. You're going to overstretch it. I mean, you're going to overstretch
You're
that
gonna
muscle.
compensate.
You're going to compensate.
When you compensate, that's when that.
No.
Sorry, Milwaukee.
Shit.
I had to shut one of the two down. I'm
Greek
shutting him down.
Yeah.
Because Embiid, you can see he can play through, sit half court. He can slow his movements down, play in a block. Giannis needs all of his explosion. So to save his career.
Yeah, and maybe a decision.
Hey,
I can tell you right now, if that Achilles goes, his game's done. Because he has not prepared his game for being skilled.
The MVP level will be done. He turned into like a rebounder,
Yeah.
a rebounder.
Because he's not gonna be able to come full speed and do all that. That Achilles is up and down. That's up and down ability.
Yeah.
Right? So
That's where your spring. That's
where your spring comes from.
Yeah,
so you lose all of that. Now you don't have
He
no
just
post up
become
move.
a rebounder, like almost at the rim.
Yeah. Sit down, Giannis,
And
please.
We don't need that, Giannis.
Our Bucks fan producer is pointing out the real bad news now is if Giannis does, get hurt or miss some significant time in the playoffs, it essentially gives Doc an excuse for how this season's gonna play out.
You can't give him an excuse.
Hey, we didn't
Damage
have
has been done.
I ain't had Giannis.
The motherfucker's 12 and 38. He's the opposite of South Carolina.
You crazy.
opposite of South
I'm not blaming Doc. I'm blaming whoever brought him in there and got rid of the coach.
Yeah, you can't.
I
That's
need to
what I'm
know. I
blaming.
still want to know what happened there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It don't make no sense.
Adrian Griffin need to write that tell-all book.
He can't right now because he want to get another job.
I know, that's what he
It's
got.
over though.
Does he? Because he's still getting paid. He'll be straight.
Getting
Shit.
that big bang too.
He gonna be cool. Write that little book.